What if I told you that a single week in 1929 destroyed more wealth than all wars before it combined? What if I told you that ordinary Americans went to bed rich and woke up broke? And what if I told you that the financial rules you live under today, your bank, your job security, even your investments, were born from that disaster? This is not just the story of a stock market crash. This is the story of fear, greed, collapse, and rebirth. This is the story of the 1929 Wall Street crash, the moment that changed America forever. Welcome to Finance, TED Official. America before the crash, the Roaring Twenties. To understand the crash of 1929, you must first understand America in the 1920s. This was the era known as the Roaring Twenties. America was booming. Factories were producing more than ever. Cars rolled off assembly lines. Radios entered homes. Electricity spread across cities. For the first time, ordinary people felt rich. And Wall Street? Wall Street became a symbol of unlimited opportunity. Stocks didn't just go up, they only went up. People believed the market was unstoppable. It's the birth of mass investing before the 1920s. Stock investing was mostly for the wealthy, but now, teachers, farmers, taxi drivers, office clerks, everyone wanted a piece of Wall Street. Newspapers printed stock tips daily. Shoeshine boys gave investment advice. It was one common belief: the market will always go up. That belief would soon destroy millions. Buy now, pay later. The dangerous game here is where the real danger began. People were not buying stocks with their own money. They were buying on margin. That means you put down 10%, borrow 90%, and hope prices rise fast. As long as stocks went up, it worked. But if prices fell, you still owed the debt. This turned Wall Street into a house of cards. And no one wanted to admit it. Warning signs. Nitrogen, one listened to by early 1929. Cracks were already visible. Corporate profits slowed, stock prices became disconnected from reality. Debt levels exploded. Some economists warned of danger. But Wall Street ignored them. Why? Because greed is louder than wisdom during a boom. President Herbert Hoover himself said, "We are nearer to the final triumph over poverty than ever before." That statement aged terribly. Black Thursday, October 24th, 1929. On October 24th, 1929, panic hit Wall Street. Stocks began to fall. Fast. People rushed to sell. The ticker tape machines couldn't keep up. Crowds gathered outside the New York Stock Exchange. Fear spread like wildfire. Banks tried to calm the market by buying stocks. For a moment, it worked. People thought the worst was over. They were wrong. Black Monday and Black Tuesday, total collapse on October 28th. The market collapsed again. And on October 29th, 1929, Black Tuesday, everything broke. 16 million shares were traded in a single day. Prices collapsed. Fortunes vanished in hours. People screamed. Some fainted. Others stood in silence, staring at numbers that ruined their lives. Wall Street had fallen, but the real disaster was just beginning. When Wall Street hit Main Street, the stock market crash didn't just affect investors, it affected everyone. Banks had invested customer deposits in stocks. And stocks collapsed, banks collapsed too. For 9,000 banks failed in the next few years. People lost their savings, their homes, their businesses. Unemployment skyrocketed. At its peak, 25% of Americans were jobless. That's 1 in 4 people. Life during the Great Depression. The crash triggered the Great Depression, the worst economic crisis in U.S. history. Bread lines stretched for blocks. Families lived in shacks called Hoovervilles. Children dropped out of school to help survive. This was not just an economic collapse, it was a psychological collapse. Hope disappeared. Why the crash was so devastating? The crash wasn't caused by one thing. It was caused by a perfect storm: excessive speculation. Buying on margin, weak banking regulations, income inequality, blind faith in markets. America learned a brutal lesson. Markets without rules destroy themselves. Enter Franklin D. Roosevelt, a new direction in 1933. America chose a new leader, Franklin D. Roosevelt. He didn't just promise recovery, he promised change, and he delivered it. Financial reforms that changed America forever. After the crash, America rebuilt its system. FDIC protecting bank deposits, SEC regulating Wall Street, Glass-Steagall Acts separating banks from risky investments, Social Security labor protections. These reforms shaped modern America. Your bank account today exists because of 1929. The biggest lessons from 1929. This is where history becomes motivation. Lesson 1. Markets are emotional. Fear and greed drive prices more than logic. Lesson 2. Debt magnifies pain. Leverage turns small losses into life-destroying disasters. Lesson 3. Regulation exists for a reason. Rules are written in the blood of past mistakes. Lesson 4. Crashes create opportunity. Those who survived and invested wisely later became wealthy. Who won after the crash? Here's something most people don't know. While millions suffered, some people built fortunes. They bought assets cheaply, focused on long-term value, stayed disciplined. History shows crashes don't destroy wealth, they transfer it. WHY 1929 still matters today. Do you think this story is old? It isn't. 2008 financial crisis, pandemic, crash, inflation, fears, market volatility. The patterns repeat, different names. Same human behavior. If you understand 1929, you understand the future. This story is about you. This is not just America's story. It's your story. Every time markets fall, every time fear spreads, every time headlines scream disaster, you have a choice. Panic like 1929 or learn from it. History rewards the prepared. The 1929 Wall Street crash destroyed fortunes, dreams, and illusions. But it also built something greater, a stronger financial system, smarter rules, and timeless lessons. America fell. America rose again. And so can you. Because understanding money history doesn't make you afraid, it makes you powerful. If this story opened your eyes, if it made you think differently about money, then you already took the first step. This is Finance TED Official, where history teaches you how to build your future.